time for another run on tower. So let's get right into Arena Tower, and this time we're gonna be using Asuka. Asuka is a very strong character who struggles with survivability. Fortunately, there's a way to fix that. So, if we want to have HP recovery, there's two options. You commit to using supporters that provide some form of HP recovery, or you equip Serpent of Carnage. Both options are viable. Like, you can go with Impact Blade and just rely on your supporters. Maybe, Massacre Kunai or Akane, whichever is fine. But I prefer to go green. Green is the most aggressive build, and for that we're going to be using Serpent of Carnage. This is going to provide HP recovery on Kill 'Em All missiles, which is very important. It also increases the damage of this skill against enemies with super armor, which is something that we can use. For Magatemes, we're going to use critical damage Magatemes with Wind Element, whatever attack Magatemes on the subslot, whatever weapon on the subslot, 5 out of 5 plus 15. For the build, Mag Impact. This is gonna deal a ton of damage. It is just an insane skill. Kill 'Em All missiles to reduce the defense of the enemy and heal. And lastly, Taimanin Art Wind God, because we want to charge the particles quickly. You can equip whatever you want in this third slot, but in my opinion, this would be the best option. For supporters, I'm gonna use Celestial Fox Sora. I'm gonna use Kaoru and Akane. Sora over here, because we don't need to rely on the active for HP recovery, and because it's one that gives a lot of damage without committing our defense. So yeah. Anyways, for the formations, I'm using critical damage for range, damage reduction against bosses, damage increase on range attacks, critical damage increase on range attacks as well as critical rate, and over here damage increase for range with a bit of damage reduction from range. We do need the damage reduction because she's frail. She can take a hit or two with these extra effects, but without them, a stray hit from the boss might be enough to make her go away, just disappear. So let's do the run. It's a very, I would say, quick. She demolishes the HP of the enemy, but she's very bad at keeping the damage up. Like, she does excellent burst damage, but once she uses her skills, she's gonna take a while to just cast them again so that she can deal that much damage. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll just recover HP. And okay, good. Since there's only one enemy, I can just take my sweet time. And there we go. So first I want to cast this and deal as much damage as possible while dealing a couple multi-hits onto the enemies so that I charge my particles, and then I get far away, recover HP, and reposition. Active, ultimate, and now I'll just do, oops, that's not good. Okay, I'll just use Mag Impact and take advantage of the stun. Well, groggy actually. Mag Impact to deal massive damage. As you can see, it's just very easy to just deplete the HP of the enemy in chunks. Okay, yeah, that's good. Oh, but the enemy wasn't there. The boss wasn't in that bunch. Okay, I'll just recover HP and use the active, and it's done. It's done. So I have to do the next wave. I want to keep my my ultimate I could just use it right now, but I'll get more value out of using it on the last wave rather than this one. So yeah, I do this and done. Nice, nice, nice. Just nice, perfect. Nice, super good, super good. So first I have to reduce the defense of some enemies. Immediately after, I use the ultimate, and then I use Mag Impact. I mean, I could have used Mag Impact before the ultimate, but I prefer it this way so that the defense down doesn't go away. Look at how much damage I deal. Aina is almost done. Okay, like that, perfect. Oh, I didn't hit the right enemy, but God, oops. I'll have to run a bit just to recover HP. Nice. Oof. Well, I'll just reposition and reposition, recover HP, get near to Aina, and can I just eliminate her? Yeah, it's done. The deed is done. I'll just recover HP and use Mag Impact, and it's done. Yeah, that's the thing with Asuka. She deals massive damage with her main green, but unfortunately, dealing with the waves of enemies is not that easy because she doesn't have like the super basics from Nagi. She doesn't have insane AoE with her skills, and the ones that have decent AoE doesn't deal enough damage for the mobs on this level of tower. Like Bomb Escape and Wind Slicer are not enough to just delete the enemy. So yeah, that's why we use this to use the ulti as a wave clearing skill. But anyways, that's about it for today. I hope you find this entertaining, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!